I became interested in fluency a long time ago. Actually, it's been at least 10 or 12 years. I was working with a group of students, actually they were second graders, and I noticed that they could read the words, but they just didn't sound very good. And I was talking to a teacher that I was coaching, and in the process, we started talking about fluency, and it's important, particularly in second grade and up. It seems like that's where it really kicks in. So in working with her children, I developed this fluency rubric and came up with a 1 to 4 scale to look at what kids really needed to be thinking about as they read. We found that a lot of times the children really weren't paying attention to how they sounded when they read. So that fluency rubric was one of the first tools I developed to help the children listen to their reading by recording it and then seeing how they sounded. We found that within a matter of several weeks of really recording and listening back to themselves using the rubric, second grade kids were making huge bounds in their fluency just by that self-assessment. Kids, today I brought something new in that I want to show you. One of the things we want to do as good readers is we want to use something called fluency. Have you heard that word before, fluency?
I have, but I know what it is.
Okay, fluency is something that you do as a reader. This is a real compliment. When someone says to you, "Ooh, Ruby, you're reading so fluently." "Ooh, Zalima, I love the way you sound. You sound very fluent as a reader." What that means is that you sound interesting. Have you ever heard anyone read like this? "They read the book and it's so boring." Have you ever heard that? A lot of kids in third grade sometimes kind of read like that. So what I want to do today is I want you to learn how to read fluently. Reading it so it sounds better, so it sounds interesting. Okay? How do I want you to read? So it sounds interesting. That's what fluency is going to be. So I have a special tool to help us with this. And what we're going to do is I'm going to have you hold it with a partner. I'm going to give you something brand new called a fluency score rubric. Can you say that with me? Fluency score rubric. Now that's a lot of new words, okay? Fluency means you're going to read it so it sounds interesting, and you're going to give yourself a score to see if you sound really interesting or not very interesting. Does that sound kind of like fun? Okay, this is going to help.